欢迎收听 Runner's Gardens What a Character series. And no, I didn't get a DUI. It's a sound form in Mandarin Chinese. D-U-A, dway. Hey, I'm Jay and I make videos about traditional Chinese characters in alphabetical order according to the Pinyin romanization system. In our last video, we analyzed duan, duan, and duan. If you'd like to check that out, it's up above here. Yesterday was Duanwujie, and I ate my filling, which is to say I ate one rice dumpling, zongzi, or in Taiwanese, bazang. They're not bad. This is a small one from Starbucks. It's sweet inside, not a real zongzi. Today we'll look at 4 characters only, dway and dway, dway, dway. And you will learn them. 对不对? 对. Our first character is first tone 对. 我旁边有一堆东西，你看不到。It's this high. Can you give me an example of 一堆东西？
我们的车库里面有一堆东西。
That is a pile or a stack. 一堆书。It's made with the Earth radical to the left. Unless you're on the space station, you are piling whatever you're piling on the Earth somewhere. 一堆书. And on the right is dway, which is a bird. That component actually looks like a whole bunch of horizontal lines stacked. That's the meaning. Dway. 11 strokes, and it's the same in simplified. There are no second or third tone in the 3,000 most frequently used characters, according to the Ministry of Education in Taiwan. So we'll jump right to 4th tone, dway. This dway means to exchange, often with like money, convert. So you could say, 台币兑美金多少? What's the exchange rate between the Taiwanese dollar and the US dollar? Interestingly, that our top strokes can be angled in toward the kou or mouth radical, or starting from the top and going outside the kou, like so, depending upon what dictionary you consult. Of course, I asked my Taiwanese wife, and she says she didn't get the memo from the Ministry of Education. Funny lady, but it means both are acceptable. But officially, we should go with the latter one mentioned. If you are writing formal documents, educational materials, or signage in Taiwan, you should use the one you see there. Example, 兑换券 for a voucher, and 兑现 for cashing a check. And there's a mouth radical and then 2 legs. Pretty easy stuff. Another 4th tone 对 is a team or a group. 球队 is a ball team, a sports team with balls. A sports team that plays ball sports. A way to express a group or team not necessarily affiliated with sports, that would be 团队. This character can also express a row or line of people. 排队, 排队. To line up. On the left side, you have fu, which means like a place. You might have seen this before. The very common surname Chen has this. They call it Ardong Chen because it looks like an ear. 2 inverted top strokes again, just like in the last character. And then a line. And then 是. That's a pig or swine. Here. It really looks like a head and then some legs, and it looks like it's being stabbed in the back, and then there's a tail coming off. Now the simplified form, super easy. It's the same left side character and then a ren or person on the right. Can't be easier than that. When traditional, 12 strokes, and simplified, 4. This is probably the most widely used dway fourth tone. It's has so many uses. If you consult a dictionary, it's pages and pages of examples. So it means correct. So if somebody asks you a question in the affirmative, if your answer is in the affirmative, you could say dway. This character dway also has an important grammatical function. To or toward. When introducing a target, an object, or a person that an action is directed toward. Dway acts as a preposition. 我问你一个问题，你对运动有兴趣吗？
没兴趣，一点都没兴趣。
你对音乐有兴趣吗？
超级没兴趣。
音乐
对什么？
对我
有兴趣。
Is your wife good to you? 你的老婆对你好吗？ There's also 对不起. That means sorry. 对方 is the other side of people.
对方不同意这个计划。对方不同意这个计划。
对面 is the other side, like facing you. 我们的补习班在对面。对手 your opponent. By the skin of my teeth, I fought back to a stalemate with my wife's cousin's son. 我的西洋棋的对手。My chess opponent. 对话 dialogue. 4 vertical strokes up top, the middle 2 are parallel. Then you have a horizontal line, 2 more diagonal leaning in strokes, followed by wang. That's king or prince. Next to a zhui, inch. 14 strokes. In simplified, it looks like the bopomofo for O here, and next to a zhui, inch, zhui. The rest of this video is just a little vlog section. I always have my little urban adventures around my city here, Zhanghua, Taiwan. I'm on another mission. I'm looking for a sit pad for my hikes. I want to buy one for a friend and one for myself. I found one a long time ago and gave it to the husband of the person I want to give this one to, and I liked it. It was only 49 NT. It was cheap. I went to another camping store and they don't have such an item. I would think that every camping store should have one of these because they're super light. You just put it on the outside of your backpack, and then when you need it, you don't have to unfold it. You can use it as like a nice cushion just for your ass cheeks. And then if you want, you can unfold it. It's an accordion style and make it a little bigger, like, 12 by 12 inch square. And it keeps your pants from also getting dirty, right? Especially if it's raining or something. Keeps you dry. It's a little cushion for your butt. I just think it's a good item to have. And then you could use it in other ways, I would assume. Well, I don't think you could use it as a pillow. You could swat mosquitoes with it. Weighs next to nothing. So I'm gonna try up here at the Deuter store. That's a Tunis, local brand name. And then if that store doesn't have one, then I'll go to the next store. That's, what is it called? Taoyuan Huwai. There was another Taoyuan Huwai closer to my house, about 2 miles away. This one's a little bit further. I'm going on 41 minutes. But that's what I do on my Sundays. I walk around, look at the signs. Look, it's a turtle store. I wonder if they have snakes. Okay. I asked the guy, 有没有蛇? He said, 没有. No snakes, just turtles. And MC hot dog. 热狗. I was looking for snakes because in my last video I did the character Du, the poison character, Venom. I just thought it would be a good visual, However, on a recent bike ride, I found this one. Reptile House, not open on Sunday. Here we are. 3-mile walk to this place. I might have to take an Uber back. They sell chairs, but none of these mats. I'm just gonna cut up a yoga mat, I think. Look, they have clothespin benches. This is a big place. I used Uber a lot in the States, and that's where I downloaded the app. But believe it or not, this is the first time I used it in Taiwan. I've taken yellow taxi in the past lots of times. But yeah, the app worked here. Great. It was just too hot out. My wife is stopping her walk at the park too and coming right back home. Here is JC's finger pointing at the top of Mont Blanc, the second most prominent mountain in Europe. He and his wife, Trooper Wu, are following in the footsteps of the UTMB, famous ultra marathon spanning France, Switzerland, and Italy. They will hike in 9 days, about 170 kilometers, what some of the ultra runners do in a day. Beautiful scenery. The race begins and ends in Chamonix, that you can see at the bottom of this picture. Our next video is duan and duan. Again, no second or third tone. Here's a preview. Do you know any of these? If not, take a look at the next video. Thanks for watching. Runner's Garden signing off.